Hello everyone, it has been a minute since I posted a video, but I have a lot of things today, I guess. Not a lot, a few things to talk about today. I'm going to get into a follow-up on at least a two-piece JR9. Spoiler alert, I have two of them now. We're going to talk about just a little BP vlog for me today, and then and we're going to have a recap on the Challenge Cup and how my team did, Team Texas. Before we get already hit, I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video. Fit check, we'll start at the top. I got my trusty Texas Aggies hat, Gig'em. This is a BPN, Endure the Process. I really resonate with a lot of like the BPN marketing and just kind of like their philosophy around training and stuff. So big fan of those guys. And then on the bottoms, we got Nike sweatpants. And then on the feet, rounding it out, is the Walmart 3000s. You see these? Walmart 3000s, because I forgot my turfs at home. What do we want to start with? Let's talk about the JR9 and Challenge Cup. So, as you can see, I now have two pieces and one piece traveling to the Challenge Cup. My bag did not make it on my flight, and it got rerouted to Houston that night, and then from Houston to Baltimore, and then Baltimore to Orlando the next day. But that was going to land at 9 a.m. and our first game was at 10:30 or 11. So there was no way for me to get the bag, come back, and play. I start panicking, but then I call my friend Meg Pearson, who is one of my teammates on Derby this year. And she is around all of my other teammates. So Ruby, Megan Baltell, Nicole Matson, and I think there were some other folks there too. Anyways, they all rally together and get me all of the equipment I need. So big shout out to them. Ruby letting me borrow her glove. Nicole gave me her brand new turfs. Crazy, literally brand new. Like they had the thing in the shoe. Literally brand new turfs. Megan Baltell gave me batting gloves. And then she also let me use, in the tournament, the bats that they were using for the demo at the Challenge Cup. This kind of gets into the bat follow-up here. First swing, I think I hit a single up the middle, and the second swing, we're out on the white quad, and I hit a home run dead center using this bat. And I was like, Megan goes by Bubba, so I'm just going to call her Bubba. Bubba, I think this bat is pretty hot. So I swing it the whole tournament, and it honestly, like, it swung really well. And then we tested it at the end. We tested all of these at the end. So these bats at the time had less than 100 swings. The one piece probably had around 100. The two piece maybe 60 or 70. And both of these tested at around 270, which isn't too far off of where they come, out of the wrapper. And then she tests this one, and it's right at 240. And I'm like, whoo! So that 240, she can't sell the bat. So she just let me have it. So thanks, Bubba. I appreciate you. For anyone looking for any Rawlings gear, she's not going to give you bats. But she will, or she does give great deals for those of you. So hit up Megan Baltell. You can find her on Facebook or Instagram. I'm going to see if you can see this on the camera. So my follow-up is going to be that this is spidering. Like, it is webbing a lot more than this two-piece. So if you don't have a tester, I feel like this is a great way to tell like where your bat is at. There's a slight webbing on this one, but this guy, you can see it like super far. So I'm going to see if I can get this to show up. The question is how many swings were on this bat, right? So this was the demo bat, so they were using the Worth super hardcores, you know, whatever to make people feel good, hit the ball really hard. And I think there was like 400 something swings on that. I swung this in BP before we went and turned them into the bucket. Probably had another 30 swings there. And then I swung it the whole tournament, and I think I had 20 something at bats. I walked a couple times, so we'll call it. I think this thing has a nice, I'd say 500 swings on it. And it is sitting right where I want it. So I'm not going to swing this anymore. But because now I know, you know, what you can do before it gets, you know, 240, that means I can swing my other ones. Particularly the One-Piece. That is my update on the JR9. I don't know when I'm going to get them, but I should eventually get the KP23s. So we'll see. And then I can update you guys on those with a comparison and, you know, how I feel about it and all of that. So let's go into the vlog. I need to swing. People on the cameras in here probably think that I'm nuts, but I'll admit that I haven't hit in a while. Went to the Challenge Cup in Florida, and then I turned around. I was pretty, I don't want to say beat up, but, you know, my hip flexors were feeling it a little bit, so I took a day or two there to just hang out, chill. Once I get into season, those days don't happen very often, so I try to take advantage of them. But again, back to not having hit. Took a few days there, but then I went to Breckenridge and Keystone for 3 days of snowboarding, which I think I still have a bruise. I'm obviously a very good snowboarder. But that kind of wrecks your body, and I don't know if you guys know, but it snows there, so it couldn't really hit there. And earlier this week, not from snowboarding, every once in a while I'll get like a crick in my back where it's just like really hard to like bend over and twist and stuff. So it was a rough 2 weeks. I've taken a few warm-up swings so I don't look like an absolute douche on this camera. What do I do if I haven't hit in 2 weeks, which is kind of a long time for me, if I'm being honest. It feels pretty too long. I feel rusty. I don't feel like my swing's smooth whenever I take that much time away from hitting. So the only goal for today, you know, I don't anticipate having that happen again from now through October. You know, there's no more trips on the horizon. So, but whenever I am getting back into it, the only thing that I'm going to do that day is just hit straight up the middle. So I'm going to do high, mid, low tee. Probably, let's just do 60 balls today. I don't want to wreck myself. And so I'll do 10, 10, 10 going into the 1-6 hole, which is the middle of the field to the left of the pitcher if you're standing at the plate. And then I'm going to do 30 swings to the 1-4 hole, high, mid, low tee to the right of the pitcher. And you say, well, why do you hit those holes? You know, there's going to be a middle infielder there. They can't put one on both sides unless they're really squeezing off, like the shortstop or the second base is really squeezing off. So typically, even in a 5-man, one of those is going to be open. Middle of the field's the easiest hole to hit. That's where I'm going to start. Shout out to Tom Wingard for most of 95% of what I have learned in my slow pitch career has came from Tom Wingard. So shout out to Big T. One thing I do like to do, so I have to set up pretty far off of a net because of my backswing. So in this case, the yellow that yellow line is going to be my pitcher. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's directly in front. And then what I will do is I will go place batting gloves to give myself a nice visual where I want the ball to go when I hit it. I'm going to start off on the 1-6 side. One other thing that Tom had us do when we were on La Familia was kind of count swings. When you're doing that counting, count your makes and misses. What does that mean? Not mean, you know, you hit it wherever and you think it's a hit, so that's a make. No. If my goal is to hit the 1-6 hole, then it has to be in the 1-6 hole. This is slow pitch softball. It's coming in at 30 miles an hour, maybe. So you should be able to hit it where you want, right? I should be able to hit it where I want. Can't always do that, but I try. Dang it, I try. Start with high T. So for me, if I want to hit the high T, I'm up here, kind of just below my chin, right? Because is that, if the ball was here at the strike zone, would it be a strike? No, but it's going to come down like this, right? So if the plate was over there, the ball's, coming like this. By the time it would get to me here at the plate, this is considered a strike. This is like the very top of the zone. For those of you, my ladies who are switching from fast pitch to slow pitch, this is the only thing that Tom would let me do for a year and a half, is hit off the high tee. You cannot do a fast pitch swing and hit this ball square. We are going to start off with 10 high to the 1-6. Too high. Just trying to feel good today. We'll say we're 1 for 2. 2 for 3. So what else am I thinking about whenever I'm hitting? Every time I'm hitting off the tee, I'm visualizing the pitcher and I'm visualizing the pitch coming to the tee. Because I don't get to hit a lot of live. So I've got to have those mental reps to kind of keep up with the physical ones off of the tee. Nope. I don't know how many swings that was. Dadgummit. I think I'm 4 for 6. Whatever. 4 for 7. Top hand got a little lazy, letting the barrel drop. Yeah. That's in there. 7 for 10. I don't count infield unless it at least bounces past the pitcher. Did 1-6. It's about chest height. Maybe a little more. Right there. I'm 5'9", if that helps. This one piece is feeling pretty nice. Pretty nice. No, too much. 4, 5. Good correction. Did not overcorrect that time. Love that for me. No. No. 6 and 9. If you have to question it, then it didn't count. 7 and 10. I move on to the low. As I'm moving down, my thought process is, first time I'm trying to keep my hands high and on the same plane. The mid one, that's your money sweet spot, right through the gut. But then now, going to the low tee, I have a bad habit of throwing my hands up like here instead of coming down here, using my legs to get like on the same plane as the ball. As I move into that, that's what I'm consciously kind of thinking about and trying to adjust for. Oh, lovely. 0 for 1. I'll give that to me. Hit the back net. There it is. Nope, that's an out. I mean, it was in there, but I didn't like that swing. 4 for 6, I guess. I'm not doing that one. I don't know, I just didn't like it. Ooh. Oh, I hope that ball didn't cut. 21 for 30 on my 1-6, which ideally you wouldn't miss anything because it's on the tee, but I'm not upset about it. I've had worse days, for sure. I'm going to pick up some balls, and then we're going to do 1-4. Meep. Did the ball that hit the machine? Ah, baby cut. Sad. Boo. Where are you filming that there's no one here? The answer is I'm filming at Marucci Clubhouse, and there's no one here because it's Friday at 10 p.m. Hole I'm aiming for y'all, I think it's right through here. 2 white batting gloves over there. Whenever I was hitting the 1-6, the tee was almost a bat length out front. So to move to the 1-4, I'm gonna shift, and then we're gonna do the same things. 30 swings here, and then I am done hitting for the day. Gotta get the wheels greased again. Oh, that is not it. My top hand said, see ya. I tripped up a little bit there. I didn't like that swing. 7-9. Better. 8-10. Not bad. Mid. No. I collapsed or reached something. 3-4. Oh. Almost chopped down too far. Seven and 9. Oh, you dumb. 7-10. How do you screw up the last one? Last 10 here. We're locking in now. No, not it. Frick! My hand's kind of hurting. Might be the last time I swing this one in longer BP. Not my favorite. Oh, no. No! You see that? Gosh dang it. I've got 4 more swings. Told you my hand was hurting. Frick. Come on, don't be a baby. Nope. 5-9. It's alright. We are gonna get through this together. I just need one more swing out of you. I don't like it. 5-12. Oh, thank God. 6-12. See what we got. Oh yeah. I think this happened because I haven't been swinging. So my hand is not. Got a little baby bit. And hands only a mother could love. Sorry, boys. Between this and lifting, I'm out of luck. Let's get a camera. Nice. Nice. Alright. Well, went off the rails at the end there, but overall, I would say I'm pretty satisfied with this round, considering I hadn't hit in a while, and it's only up from here. So how did Challenge Cup go? Well, I mentioned on the last video that I was playing in the Challenge Cup for the, I don't know if I said who it was for or what it was for or what it was, but I am in Texas, so I was playing on the women's major Texas team, and we had a really awesome group of girls. Honestly, it keeps getting better every year. Unfortunately, we were missing a few people that couldn't make it for various reasons, so we definitely missed out on having them there with us. But the group of girls we took, I was really proud of us, because whenever you play Challenge Cup at the major level, most of the time you're not really playing with more than one or two of those girls on a regular basis, because you're coming from a lot of different or various different teams. So we got somewhat lucky where we all know each other, but we're not used to playing with each other more as much. So with the Challenge Cup, I was really proud of us, because by the end of it, I thought we were meshing really well. You know, we had our own inside jokes and our own cheers and all of that, and that's always a good sign. I would run it back with them any day of the week. The fact that I haven't mentioned it yet probably tells you that we didn't win. That was, the women's major was won by a really stacked Florida team. They could honestly be a major team in the conference and probably do very well. But we started off pretty hot with a win over Kentucky in pool play. We dropped one to Oklahoma/Kansas, which, no offense to those guys, but I don't really think we should have. And then we played Arizona in our first bracket game and played really well together. Everybody just hit whole lineup top to bottom. You know, love to see that. And then the next game we lost to, who did we lose to? Alabama, Jana Korak. How could I forget you, Jana? Alabama, Jana, Big Baby, Jordan Bullock, those girls. Great squad. But we ended up losing like 8-4, I think, and that's our first bracket loss. So now we're in the losers bracket, and we end up playing Washington next. And really, I'm sorry to tell you, Sheriff, but we won very handily. What am I doing? Won very handily, and then also won a game against Missouri, who had one of my future teammates, Just Tolbert, on it. And then we ran into Pennsylvania/New Jersey, which we were down, I think, in the first couple innings, and then we were ahead by quite a bit. It was like 16-9 or something going into the bottom of the seventh, and they pulled off the comeback. It was heartbreaker, that's for sure. That's the name of the game sometimes. So we ended up tied for 5th in Challenge Cup. Some people that played really well on our team, Alexis Santos. She is a B player out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area in the outfield. She's playing for Mizuno. She doesn't want to play conference, but I think if I give her a year or two, she'll be up here with the rest of us. She definitely has the talent to be, and the worth ethic, for sure. Marissa Cruz, also a B player out of Texas. They're all out of Texas. Also a B player. She plays with Dream Crushers. She could play at the conference level, absolutely. I think maybe after she's done with school, can convince her. Denisha Hinton. This was her first time coming to the Challenge Cup. She played second base, absolutely locked down on the glove side. I would put her out there any day. Diana Parada, Madman in the middle. Love that. It was just solid. Really solid weekend. So now that that's over with, what's up next for me? So went snowboarding last weekend. I got this weekend off and next weekend off. And then we are going to Arkansas for the first time. Well, me. I don't know about you, but I'm going to Arkansas for the first time for the Autism Awareness Tournament put on by Joe Stute. I hope you're saying your name right, Joe. And he is bringing in a lot of bat pros to come and play with teams. All we have to do is, I think we hit first in the lineup, DHH, whatever, hit whatever you want, hang out. You don't even have to run your own bases, which is way cool. So he said that, and I was like, sign me up. So I will be there swinging for the Miken team along with some other great folks. After that, we have Trip Roth in Louisiana. I'm playing with my boy JJ Estry team and a bunch of other cool cats. I think that's it. There's a BSC tournament thrown in there somewhere too. Arkansas, BSC Columbus, and then maybe a few weeks Trip Roth, and then a few weeks it's Las Vegas to start conference schedule. So things are heating up. Well, that video got cut off, but I only had a couple things left to say. Again, looking really excited for the year. But I would just want to say thank you guys for watching the last video I put out and asking questions about Miken and bats or, whatever it may be. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Find me at Sarah_Helen with 2 N's. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.